In this tutorial I'll be showing you how to make this flowery headband. This is a beginner-friendly project that is really quick to make. The materials you'll need are about 50 grams of 4-ply yarn. I would recommend cotton for this particular project, a 3mm crochet hook and some scissors. Start by making a slip knot. And chain 59 stitches. Once you have your 59 chains, chain 2 more for turning. Now skip those 2 turning chains and work 1 double crochet into the back bump of each chain, where you might normally place it into the front here, going through this little hump thing on the back. And do that until you reach the very end of that chain. And the reason we work into the back bumps is so that you have the full stitch on top or on the bottom, so we can work into it later. So once you finish that row, chain 2 and turn your work. So your chain 2 counts as your first double crochet. Do 3 more so that you have a total of 4 starting this row. Once you have your 4 double crochets, chain 2, skip 2 stitches and do 1 treble crochet here. Should look like that. Now chain 2, skip these next 2 stitches and double crochet. Do 5 more double crochets. Now repeat everything from the first chain 2. And you want to do it 4 more times, so it's just chain 2, skip 2, treble crochet, then chain 2, skip 2, and 6 double crochets. At the end of the row here you should have 4 stitches after here. I guess I stitched 1 too many, so I'm just going to do a decrease, but yours should be 4 stitches after the last gap. At the end of this row, chain 2 and turn your work. So the chain counts as your first double crochet. Do 1 double crochet in the next stitch, and then chain 4. Now just place 1 single crochet into the top of this treble crochet here, and chain 4 again. Skip 2 stitches after the gap and double crochet into the 3rd stitch here. And that should look like that. Now do 1 more double crochet, and here you'll be repeating everything from the first chain 4 more times. So it's chain 4, single crochet, chain 4, and then 2 double crochets. After the last gap of this row, just do 2 double crochets, chain 2 and turn. So the chain counts as your first double crochet into the next stitch, and now work 2 double crochets into the right hand side of this chain space. So now you have a total of 4 double crochets starting that row. So chain 2 and work 1 treble crochet into the middle of the flower. Now chain 2 and work 2 double crochets into the left hand side of this chain space here. Now do 2 more double crochets in the middle. After you've done those 2 double crochets, repeat everything from the beginning of the row. So then you'll have 6 double crochets in the middle of the 2 flowers, and repeat that 4 more times. After your last gap, there should be 4 double crochets, and then chain 2 and turn your work. For this row, we are just doing 1 double crochet for each stitch of the row. So your chain 2 counts as your first one. Just continue to double crochet. And when you're working over a gap like this, do 2 double crochets into the chain space. So once you finish this row, chain 1 and then turn your work on its side, because we're going to be working this way now. Work 2 double crochets into the side of each row. And by the end of that row, you should have 10 double crochets. Chain 1 and turn. And continue working 1 double crochet into each stitch. Continue this until you have 3 rows of double crochets. At the end of your 3rd row of double crochets, chain 1 and turn. And now we're going to start decreasing for the strap. So we'll start by decreasing 2 stitches into 1. To do this, yarn over, insert your hook into the first stitch and pull up a loop. Now pull through the first 2 loops like you would normally do with the double crochet. And now yarn over and insert your hook into the next stitch and pull up a loop. Pull through the first 2 loops and now pull through all 3 loops. And that has turned 2 stitches into 1 stitch on top here. So now do 6 more double crochets. And there should be 2 stitches left, and we're going to do another decrease here. And now chain 1 and turn your work. Starting the row again with a decrease. And then 4 double crochets. And then another decrease. chain 1 and turn. So now I'll start with a decrease. And just continue to do these rows starting and ending with decreases until you have 2 stitches left. So when you have 2 stitches remaining, decrease both of those into 1 stitch. Then chain 1 and turn. And just work 1 double crochet into that stitch there. Now at this point we're going to create the strap, so chain 60. Once you've chained 60, just chain 1 more for turning, and then we're going to slip stitch into each stitch all the way down the chain, skipping that first turning stitch. When you reach the bottom of that chain, just slip stitch into your work and fasten off. Now attach your yarn into the corner of the opposite side. So start by chaining 1 and work 2 double crochets into the side of each row. And at the end of the row, chain 1 and repeat till you have 3 rows of double crochet. So once you have your 3 rows of double crochet, chain 1 and turn. And start with a decrease in this row. Then 6 double crochets. And then finish the row on a decrease. And then chain 1 and turn. Once you've decreased to 1 stitch, chain 1, turn, and work 1 double crochet into that stitch. And now chain 60. And once you've chained 60, chain 1 more for turning, skip that stitch and slip stitch into each stitch down the chain. And this time, once you reach the base of the chain, don't fasten off on either. At the bottom of this chain, instead of fastening off, we're going to single crochet into the side of this. So single crochet all the way down until you reach the beginning of the main part. So now, once you've finished single crocheting along that edge, we're going to start doing the picket edging on this piece. That will end up looking like these little bumps here. If you don't like that and you prefer yours to just be straight, just do single crochets all along the top. Oh! Single crochet into the first stitch of this main piece. Now chain 3 and work another single crochet into that same stitch. Now single crochet into the next 2 stitches, and in the 3rd stitch create another picket by chaining 3 and single crocheting into that same stitch again. And just repeat that until you reach just before the next strap starts. With 2 single crochets in between each picket stitch. Now once you've finished that top edge with the pickets, just single crochet into the side of this strap piece until you reach the bottom of the chain here. Once you reach the strap, we want to start working on the other side. If you just want to reattach your yarn on that side, it's fine, just slip stitch here and fasten off. What I'm going to do, just to keep it more as one piece, is slip stitch through onto the other side. And so on this side, just start doing the same thing, single crocheting along the side of that strap piece. And once you've reached that main part of the headband, do the same thing, single crochet into that first stitch, chain 3, and single crochet into the same stitch, then 2 single crochets, and then another picket, so single crochet, chain 3, and single crochet into the same stitch, and repeat that until you reach the end of the main piece of the headband. Once you've finished your picket edge on this side, single crochet into the side of the strap piece until you reach the chain. And once you've reached the chain, slip stitch into the chain, fasten off, now just weave in this end here, and once that's all woven in, your headband is finished. I really hope this tutorial helped you. Please like the video if it did and subscribe to my channel, and if you want to see more from me, follow me on Instagram at nightmoon.studio.